Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Green Vegetarian with the 2 V's, and I'm here with another reading for you guys today. Now today's reading is going to be a little different than my other usual readings. Today we're going to do reading on what makes you special, and I'm going to do it by using the zodiac signs. So if you're, let's say if you're a Scorpio or a Sagittarius, or you have a Scorpio moon and a Sagittarius sun, then there'll be specific messages for each little zodiac sign of what makes you special. And you may notice that my nails, particularly this one, is different than the readings that are to come. It's because when I was editing this, I noticed that the first little bit, the opening that I did, was completely messed up, so I'm refilming this at a later date. But yeah, just ignore that. Little side note. Anyways, we're going to be using the Find Your Light cards today. We're also going to be using the Messenger Oracle. We're also going to use the Power of Love. And then last but not least, we're going to be using the Green Witch Tarot cards for your reading today. So I want you can watch, as many as you want to watch. If you want to watch your crushes, what's makes them special, if they're like a Taurus, then you can go ahead and watch that as well. Watch as many as you want to watch, but particularly these are just special messages to be like a little reminder of how special you are, because we're all special in our own little ways, and maybe there's something special about you that you kind of forgot about and you just need a little gentle reminder. So yeah, anyways, I decided to do this. Let's get to the readings. Okay, bye. Alright, so my Capricorns. If you are a Capricorn, or maybe you have a Capricorn moon, this message is for you. I'll put that over there. You can still see them. Alright, so I did pre-shuffle these just to save time because this is going to be a longer video. So the first card we have, for each tarot card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Athemus. And we have the Ten of Athemus. And then for your Power of Love card, we have Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we have Stay Strong. And then for your Find Your Light, we have I Will Inspire. Alright, so let's get into these cards. Sorry about the glare right there. Still trying to work out these glare issues. So with the Ace of Pentacles, let's pick you up, buddy. The Ace of Pentacles, this tells me that you're a very practical person. You kind of like have a love for learning. You're always seeking to learn something new, and you're willing to learn. And you could be like a very good student. You could be a very good learner as well. And then with the Ace of Athemus, here we go. This tells me that you are very successful in a lot of things that you do. You have a lot of mental agility, and you're able to reach your goals. And I kind of see it as, with dandelions, and when they turn into, oh my gosh, what are they called? Well, when they turn into that and they're flying away, that's kind of like, goals achieved, and just being very successful in a lot that you do. So you're good at learning, you're very successful at a lot that you do. But then we have the Ten of Athemus here, and I feel like you may have a hard time putting stuff behind you, possibly, because this represents like difficult times, but it could be you being able to get over those difficult times and be able to start anew. Maybe
It's interesting, like with some Capricorns, I know that it's hard for them to begin something new and put bad behind them, but this is telling me, for some reason, some of you Capricorns, this is not a hard thing for you to do. Possibly this could be a message simply that whatever you try to do, you're going to succeed at. And whether, if you're having a bad situation right now that you're currently in, don't be afraid to jump into something new, because you're able to adapt and to excel very well, and you're able to move on very well as well too. Well, a lot of wells. Anyways, and then for your power love card, the individuality to leave your you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. That just tells me, you know, again, wherever you go, you definitely leave your mark. You sort of, I feel like you might inspire people too, just because your resilience and willingness to learn, and to, like, if you're trying to learn a new sport, you're not just going to sit down after you, let's say you're trying to learn how to jet ski or something. You're not going to sit down after you've, like, tipped over and eaten water 50 times. You're going to keep on going and going and going until you actually get it. And then we have, for your Messenger Oracle, we have stay strong. And again, this tells me that you have an ability to stay strong. You are a very strong person. You're very, I almost feel like sometimes you do put walls up to protect yourself, just with this 10 of Athenas, but you're able to overcome a lot because you're a very strong person. And you're able to put the bad behind you sometimes. And then we have, I will inspire. So again, yeah, definitely. I see you're very inspirational to people within your social circle. It could be at work. I almost feel like if you feel like you know, people don't really recognize that strength, and you know, that you're a very good worker, I almost feel like, okay, I almost feel like, Virgo, what you doing? I feel like this is you know, staying diligent at work, and these swords are, you know, to keep the negative out. So I feel like maybe you have some coworkers or something that think you're not really the best at what you do or something, but the truth is, I really think that they're really jealous of your strength and how resilient you are, because you're able to get past very hard things and be creative in getting past them. But definitely for some of you, I feel like don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to, if you've been in a job for a while, don't be afraid to go out into a new job or a new field, because you're a very adaptable person, whether you think it or not. But yeah, again, this could be very specific to some Capricorns. It may not relate to you at all. But yeah, as long as, you know, you get something from this, that's what really matters. And I hope that you were able to relate to this. And I hope all of my lovely little Capricorns, I have a lot of best friends that are Capricorns. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful night, morning, day, whenever. Okay, I love y'all so much. Bye. Alright, so Aquarius. If you're an Aquarius or an Aquarius moon, this message is for you. Let's see what makes you special.
Alright, so the first card we have is the Four of Chalices. The second card we have is the Knight of Chalices. And then we have the Queen of Chalices. Lots of cups here. And then we have, for your Power Love card, we have Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. And then I got two Messenger Oracle cards, so I was like, okay, gotta use them both. We have Let the Emotions Flow. And we also got You Were Born to Create. And then for your Find Your Light card, we have I Am Authentic. Alright, so what is special about you? I see a lot that is special about you. So we'll start off with the Four of Chalices. If I can pick you up. Four of Chalices. Now this card usually represents like some discontentment within your life. I know how does that make you special? But this thing that's kind of special about this is that I hate to say that you get bored easily, but you kind of always need like new challenges within your life, and friendship is definitely like a key thing in that. Like friends definitely bring this extra little motivation to you, because you're a little bit unmotivated, but sometimes you just need a little bit of a push from somebody that you know you love and care about. And then we have the Knight of Chalices, and this represents, you know, being very much able to move forward and stuff. Even though you do lack a little bit of motivation, when you do have somebody there with you by your side, and I feel like it's romantic, because this is also a very romantic card. You're very fun-loving, and you're very, very artistic, or you have a creative eye. So I feel like almost like you blossom when you do have somebody that you feel like you can truly connect with and truly love. Not saying that, you know, you need somebody to get on with your life, but you definitely do blossom within love. And with the Queen of Chalices, you know, that just nails it in, that you're very confident, you're very much a very loving, very romantic, you're empathetic to other people's needs, you make a very good partner in a relationship. But again, I feel like you can't be in just any sort of relationship. Like, this person, they have to motivate you. Like, they have to motivate you to be a better person, no matter who it is, for this relationship to work. You're also very, again, artistic. She represents being artistic as well. And, oh my gosh, yeah, like I was saying with the Queen and the Four Chalices, evolution, you realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. So you probably have had a couple of bad relationships, and you're like, oh, why? But I think it helps you realize exactly what you want in exactly the kind of night that you want in your love life. I love that you got the evolution card, because you do see that. And then we have Let the Emotions Flow. So if you do feel those feelings of love towards somebody, I'm almost feeling like you have to use your third eye to let them flow. Like, if they can open up that third eye in you, sometimes the third eye I see as being like the heart. If you feel like it is safe to do that, you can let the emotions flow. And then You Were Born to Create. Again, we got a lot of artistic cards, a lot of creativity. You were born to
do something creative with your life. Possibly in the realm of maybe beauty, maybe being a hairdresser or something, or maybe making YouTube videos. Whatever it is, you're meant to create and share this very beautiful, artistic, and lovely side of you. And then we have I am authentic. And what I love about this card, we have the little heart here. So I feel like in relationships, like, you are very much like the ideal partner. You are what people are looking for, and you are very trustworthy as well. You try not to, we do have the mask here, so you do put up a little bit of a mask at first, but I feel like once you feel you are able to open up and love, you can love. Yeah. So overall, what I'm feeling, what makes you guys very special, and it could be, just one of you, it could be more of you, it could not be relating at all, but I see this very beautiful side of you. You are so artistic, you're so loving, and you're able to learn from your past relationships and move on. But again, you just lack a little bit of motivation. But I feel like, with the right person by your side, you're able to conquer the world. But you have to be very, very choosy of who that person is. Alright, so I hope this resonated with at least one of you, not all of you, for my lovely Aquariuses. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whatever. Okay, love you all so much. Bye. Alright, Pisces. If you are a Pisces or have a Pisces moon, this message is for you. Actually, move you over here. Alright, so let's see what makes you special. So the first card we have is the Witch. Second card we have is the Page of Athmas. And the third tarot card we have is the Knight of Athmas. And then for your Power of Love card, we have Evolution. You realize that obstacles are merely lessons on your path to love. And for your Mr. Oracle, we have Here the Ancient Ones. And then I got 2 of the Find Your Light cards, so I'm like, alright, gonna keep them. Sorry about the glare. Alright, so the first one you got is I Am Bonded. And you also have I Will Heal. Alright, so right off the bat, just seeing the I Will Heal, some of you might be nurses. But we'll get into that. Alright, so for the first card, the Witch, does not mean you're a witch. Like you're a bad person or something. But what it does mean is being in charge of like your own destiny and being able to make decisions. You're very much able to problem solve in whatever situation it is that you are in. And I think that's very interesting that you got it with the Evolution card as well. You're able to see those obstacles and learn from them. So that goes together beautifully. You're able to use your knowledge to help others. So that's, again, another very good thing. And let's pick up this card. Page of Athmas over here is showing me that assertiveness, like I almost feel like you may be somewhat of a teacher. You're able to overcome these obstacles. You kind of like to test the limits sometime too. You're very knowledgeable in whatever field that it is that you're in. I just feel like a very very much like a teacher or like a health professional kind of vibe. Possibly that could be an area that you're studying or an area that could interest you as well. But yeah, and you're also a very independent thinker as well. Like you can kind of figure things out for yourself. And then with the Knight of Asmus, again, very self-assured. You're a go-getter. You're aggressive. Like you're able to. You're on this horse. You're riding. You're trudging towards whatever task it is you need to get done. You take it on full force. You're very bold and very courageous. So you're definitely very much a go-getter, and I love it. You see what you want and you go get it. But yeah, but again, with the evolution card, like I was mentioning before with the witch, pretty much with all of these, like it just flows beautifully. You when it comes to love, you know what you need to do. Like if you see those obstacles, you know that they're just merely things that you can learn from and get stronger from, because you're a very strong person. Now with here are the Ancient Ones. This could be a very specific message for some of you. It could be, for some reason I'm getting like family history, like maybe you like to do some genealogical work or something like that. And it could possibly be that you are just very, you could be drawn to like old scripture texts, or maybe books, maybe you like to read. Things from the past sort of inspire you. Again, yeah, that you learn from, with the evolution, you learn from the past. So, and we also have the third eye open here. So, definitely, you're very in tune with a lot of things. Alright, and then we have I Am Bonded. So I feel like, this is a very sweet, you're very loving, almost feel like a motherly vibe, or a sisterly vibe, or maybe a friend vibe. Like you're a very good friend to whoever it is around you, and it could be a brother vibe too, or I was just listing females because we've got females on this card, but you're a very good friend. When you're in a relationship, you're in it. You're not in it just for willy-nilly. You're in it because you feel bonded. And then I Will Heal. I feel like you're a person that people go to whenever they are feeling like down and trodden. Because we see this girl, she has her heart right here. It looks like it's almost broken. And we have this angel. You're like the angel, putting your arms around people and kind of just, helping them through things. I feel like overall, you guys are very, very much a powerful person. You do inspire people. You're able to get through whatever tasks or burdens, and you're able to learn. And some of you, again, you might be teachers, you might be in the health profession. If you're trying to think of a career path, I definitely strongly encourage you to go down a path where you can help others, because you have this beautiful heart that you're able to learn from your mistakes in the past and help people. You're able to have that connection with, I feel like, just about anybody. You're able to relate to anybody, and that's really what makes you really special. But yeah, I hope that this somewhat resonated with some of you, if not all of you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. Okay, I love you all so much. Bye. Alright, Aries. If you are an Aries sign or have an Aries moon, these messages are for you. We're going to see what makes you special. Alright, so the first card we have is the Three of Pentacles. Next card we have is the Moon. And then the third tarot card we have is the Knight of Wands. And then we have two Power Love cards. First one we have is individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transformation and transform them into acts of love. And for your Messenger Oracle, we have Let Go of the Old. And for your Find Your Light card, we have I Will Protect. Alright, so what do these all mean? Let's see. We'll go into... Can't pick up the cards. Oh my gosh. Three of Pentacles. Being stubborn. Anyways, it's interesting. Because, you know, some Aries are a little stubborn. Anyways, so Three of Pentacles. This tells me that you are a very artistic person, and you have a very, very powerful support group. And you're also you may be very well known for something that you do. You're very renowned within a certain area of possibly study or artistic venture. But either way, I see you're a very powerful figure in whatever it is that you do. Like, people admire you a lot. And then for the Moon, this tells me that you are able to follow your intuition, and you're able to manifest your dreams and visions. You're also able to look beyond the surface of things that happen within your life, or things that people usually they kind of look at and they're like, oh, well, it means, you know, you shouldn't go. But you're like, oh, wait, hold on. Let's analyze this. So maybe this means that we should go. Sort of a deal. Like, you're able to see those things that people don't normally see. And it could possibly be that you are a parent as well. You could be a parent. Some of you could be relating right now, or you're a very good parent figure if you're not a parent, but you will be one if you do. And then we have the Knight of Wands, and this, I see a very, you're always trudging for a different path. You're fearless now. You're fearless, and you have an enthusiasm to you. You like to explore the unknown and take chances and try something new, something different. And if this isn't you, it could be telling you that you do have this little special side of you that you should be exploring. And then we also have individuality. Very beautiful. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. I feel like you're definitely, people look up to you as sort of like a mentor, or somebody that you're just a force to be reckoned with, and people admire that about you. And then we have expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. So again, you're able to manifest, you're able to see different things that people aren't able to see. And you're able to do them with love. You I want to say give like constructive criticism, but like very lovingly. Like, you have a very good way of words. Now with the letting go of old, it could be some of you are able to let go of the old very well, or this could be a message that you do need to let go of some old feelings or stuff. But we see this transformation, this peacock turning to like a golden peacock. So it's possible that you could have gone through some sort of transformation, and people, again, super admire that about you. You're very admirable overall, is what I'm getting. And again, I will protect you if you are a mother or father. You're very maternal or paternal. You're very protective. Family is huge for you. Or it could just be, you know, if you don't have any kids, you're very protective of those that you truly do love and care about. You're very protective nature. And I mean, I definitely see that with the Aries, with the ram horns. Like, you're willing to bump heads with another ram just to get your point across. But yeah, overall, I see what makes you very special is you're able to inspire, adapt, and see beyond the surface. But you also are very loving, very caring, and people do look up to you, whether it be your own children or whether it be co-workers or just friends or people within your life. You're a force to be reckoned with, and you're a very, very beautiful person. And yeah, I hope that this resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. Okay, love you all so much. Bye. Alright, Taurus, if you are a Taurus or have a Taurus moon, this message is for you. What makes you special? Alright, so the first card we have is the Lord of Shadows. And then we have the Three of Chalices. And then we have the Ace of Chalices. And then for your Power Love card, we have Self-Love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. For your Messenger Oracle, we have Challenge Your Perception. And then for your Find Your Light, we have I Am Cherished. Alright, so let's get into the cards. The tarot cards for the Lord of Shadows. Now this is telling, like, Lord of Shadows, like, first thought, you're probably thinking, oh, I'm a dark person, I live in the shadows, or something like that. Maybe some of you. But this is, more of, like, you're able to make changes happen. It's very positive and very optimistic. And you're able to get rid of things in your life that do not serve you well. And for some of you could be on the little dark alternative sort of side. And then we have the Three of Chalices. Now this is, again, you know how to have a good time. You are a problem solver. You're very optimistic. And you have a lot of good fortune in your life as well. Definitely, you know how to have fun. And then we have the Ace of Chalices. And this one is, again, it's like an abundance of joy. You're able to have fun. You know how to love. You know how to create happy and positive moments. And I feel like you create a very satisfying partnership as well. For some of you, when it comes to being in a relationship, you treat your partners very well. And then for your Power of Love card, Self-Love, you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. You are very sure of yourself. You, not cocky kind of sure of yourself. Like, you know yourself very well. You know if you need to make changes, you know what you need to do to make them. And you definitely have a very strong love for yourself. I see no confidence lacking in you. Maybe in a little bit of areas, but we do have challenge your perception. So I feel like you may, again, you know, Taurus, they can be a little stubborn. So I feel like you do have this mask on where you see things going a certain way, and when somebody who tries to change that, you're kind of very stubborn. So you do need to challenge your perspective a little bit. Let other people's thoughts in. And with this I am cherished, I feel like it's definitely, if you're in a relationship, like maybe you guys are polar opposites and you guys see things different ways, but you're very sure of yourself. You're just like, oh yeah, this is definitely how it needs to be, but you need to challenge that a little bit, and let some other thoughts in. But I feel like romantically, you're very much, you give and show a lot of love to whoever it is you're committed to and in relationship with. They are your world, they are your person. So overall, like what I'm seeing, what makes you special is you definitely, know how to have fun. You are able to overcome challenges and obstacles that come to you, and you're able to do it in a fun and creative way. You definitely have that self-love. You are very confident within yourself and your abilities, so you are able to overcome these challenges that do come into your life, with rather ease. Usually, you usually know what you need to do, but you again, Taurus is you're a little bit stubborn, so you do need to kind of try to see it from somebody else's perspective every now and then. And you'd be surprised what you would learn from doing that too. But yeah, again, you're like the ideal partner. Whenever you're in a relationship, like you're the type that will bring them flowers and make them dinner or bring breakfast to bed, sort of a deal. You love food, so food is the way to your heart. Or at least most Tauruses I know. But yeah, anyways, I hope that this reading resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you, and I hope that this made sense. But again, don't be afraid to challenge your perspective. Some of the best people I know are people who look at both sides and think, okay, this is how it could work the other way. It doesn't always have to be my way, sort of a deal. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyways, again, hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. I love you all so much. We'll see ya. Bye. Alright, Gemini. If you are a Gemini or you have a Gemini moon, this message is for you. Let's see what makes you special. Alright, so the first card we have is the Witch. Second card we have is the Knight of Wands. And the third card we have is the Three of Wands. And then for your love or your love, Power of Love card, oh my gosh, we have friendliness. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Very friendly. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we have Let Go of the Old. And for your Find Your Light, we have I Am Chosen. Alright, so let's get into the tarot cards and their minions and the Witch. So the Witch, you're very much in charge of your own destiny. You're able to make changes and able to see them through. You're able to use the knowledge that you have very well. And you're very much a problem solver too. I almost feel like you would be great in like management positions just because you're able to adapt so well. You're a very adaptable person. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And again, you're very energetic. You're very much a go-getter. You are fearless. You love to explore the unknown and take chances. So I get you're a very good leader when you're in a leadership position, because you're able to take things down different paths, and you're able to do it with ease. And with the Three of Wands, again, you're very optimistic. Usually when you do things, they turn out better than expected, and you are able to take advice from others very well too, again, making you a very good leader. So for some of you, you may be looking to get into a management position. For some reason, I'm thinking work here, but it could be you're a very good parent as well. You're able to, like, it could be a boring rainy day outside and you're just like, all right, let's make pillow forts and watch movies or something like that. You know, you're very adaptable, and you're a great leader. And you're also very, very friendly. You're able to recognize the traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So I feel you're a very just leader. Like, you're able to see both sides of the situation. And again, I'm seeing this particularly if you work retail. If somebody is like, oh, well, I don't think it should be this price. And it's like, yeah, you know, I do think that is a little bit overpriced, and I see where you're coming from, sort of a deal. Like, you're able to sympathize with a lot of people. So you're very, very friendly. And let go of the old. I feel like you're able to let go of the old very easily. You're very adaptable, very able to change. We have this peacock turning from regular peacock into like a golden one, or maybe it's the other way around. You're able to adapt to those changes that you need to make. And for the I am chosen, this one's very interesting because I've never had this card before. But off the bat, what I'm getting is that you know your self-worth. Yeah, I just feel this confidence coming from this card. You know that you have this very powerful, beautiful side to you that you can share and offer others. And I feel like more often than not, you are chosen to be, you know, in those leadership roles. Or you're chosen to, as a person to go to for advice too. I feel like you're definitely a very insightful person. You have deeper levels of you than most do, especially with the Gemini, you know, the little duality to it. You are able to see both sides very clearly and very justly, and you just have this magic to you. You're able to get things done. Yeah, that's what makes you a very special person, is that you're very adaptable, you're a great leader, and you're able to overcome any obstacles that come your way. Yeah, overall, just from this I am chosen, I feel this confidence. Yeah, it's interesting. I never had that card before, but leave it to the Gemini. Anyways, I hope that this reading resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever it is that you watch this. Alright, I love you all so, so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye! Alright, all of my Cancer people. If you are Cancer or have a Cancer moon, this message is for you and what makes you special. Alright, so first card we have is the Five of Pentacles. I'll explain why I laughed. And then we have the Wild Hunt. And we also have Harvest. And then for your Power of Love card, we have Purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. And then for your Messenger Oracle, let two become one. And then for your
find your light, you have I feel confident. All right, so why I laughed with the Five of Pentacles. It seems to be typical with most Cancers that I know. This one represents being like a worrier, kind of. You kind of isolate yourself a lot too. I feel like you overthink things as well, but that's not exactly a bad thing. And I'll get into that. So, the Wild Hunt. Alright, so the Wild Hunt, you are able, I feel like in this isolation, you're able to make those hard changes or decisions that other people are not usually, they're too busy in their thoughts to make. And I feel like, you know, within that self-isolation, this bolt of lightning right here kind of shines light to you. You're very illuminating. You're able to bring forth truths of the situation that others aren't able to see, because I feel like you're a very calm and grounded person. You're able to overcome negative things, and you're able to discern or see what's real and what's not. You're able to see through the BS more often than not. And I feel like, again, it's because of that you're able to, if a situation's going on, you're able to kind of step aside and see how to get beyond that. And then for harvest, this is like reaping good harvests, and having the energy to make things better. You're very much able to evaluate situations again, and you're very good at decision making as well. You're able to decide what needs to be done to help benefit the harvest, or to benefit you or your family or your loved ones, or whatever situation you are in. You're able to see that. And then for your Power of Luck card, you have purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. So for this card, I feel like, yeah, you're definitely able to love and demonstrate that love a lot more than others. Even though you are kind of like standoffish some, I feel like once you do open up that side of you, you're able to show it beautifully. Like, you want to find love. If you haven't found love, you want to find it. It's something that you actively search for. You search for that fulfilling relationship. And let two become one. I feel like you're able to bring two and two together. Like, possibly in social situations, you could be that friend that brings, you know, a group of skaters along with a group of jocks or something. You know, you're able to bring people together. That's just, I don't know, high school sort of a analogy. But yeah, and I do feel like that you do thrive off of partnership as well, just looking at this. Yeah, and then the I feel confident. Although you are a bit standoffish at times, I feel like when you know, and you try to make it known to other people. You're confident in everything that you stand behind. If it's not just or right, I feel like for some of you do speak up. But yeah, overall, what I'm seeing here is, again, although you're very much withdrawn some of the times, most of the times,
you are able to make smarter and wiser decisions. I feel like you're the decision maker when it comes to certain things, and you almost bring about like this beautiful reason or purpose of of things being able to get done right. But yeah. I hope that this, I'm not seeing anything else really, but I hope that this resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. I love you all so much. We'll see you next time. Bye. Alright, my Leos. If you are a Leo or have a Leo moon, this is your message of what makes you special. Alright, Leos. So, first card we have is the Three of Pentacles. Second card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. And the third card we have is the Ace of Wands. And then for your Power of Love card, we have Friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we have Embrace Spirit. And for your Find Your Light, we have I Will Surrender. All right, Leos. Let's see what we got here. So, I'll start off with the Three of Pentacles. So, this tells me that you're a very artistic and talented person. You're like a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people admire you. You're very renowned by others. And I know as a Leo, you're probably like, yes, yes, yes. Because I'm like that. I'm a Leo. And I'm like, yes. So, this definitely is reading well so far. We definitely love to be acknowledged by others and told that we're doing a great job. Anyways, and then the Seven of Pentacles. This one is telling me that you are very focused. You work very hard. You know that your hard work will pay off. Possibly, like you're able to come up with new ideas for business ventures. Possibly, very creative as well. We're also a little bit impatient for it to pay off. I see a little bit of impatience here, because like literally he just carved all these out and he's immediately putting the shellac on it and just wants to get this money flowing already. So I sense a little bit of impatience, but you're very, very driven. Like if you think of a new business idea, you're like, yes, let's do this. And then the Ace of Wands, again, enthusiasm. Like, you're very enthusiastic about new things and new ideas. You're very creative. You're very artistic. Again, it's, just reassuring everything that I just saw here with the Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Pretty much embodies both of those. You're very much into getting new things going and starting new adventures, and people look up to you and you're very renowned. And then we have Friendliness for your Power of Love card. Friendliness, you are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So you're able to see the good and bad in people, and this does, in my personal opinion, make you a good leader. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. But yeah, I do see you being a very just person. Like, you're able to see both sides very well, and you're able to make decisions, which people admire about that. Like, you're very understanding. You're very caring about other people's feelings and thoughts. And then for Embrace Spirit, I feel like for some of you, you are very connected spiritually
whether it be like religion or in your studies or I just feel like whatever it is, you really do embrace it, and you embrace the spirit of it. Like if you take a new business venture, let's say you're, I don't know, making pentacles, you really do embrace the spirit of that, and you get in full force. Like anything you do, you try, you go in full force and with a lot of confidence, and you try to get it done quickly and fast because you're a little bit impatient. Me. Anyways, and then we have the I will surrender. So even though you do, you are very much a go-getter, you know when to stop. You know when you've had enough. You know when too much has been too much, and you're able to step back. So yeah, what makes you special overall is I see that you're very much able to adapt. You're very much a person that people look up to, and you are a go-getter. You get things done. You are able to make dreams come true, new ventures come true. You're able to make everybody feel like they're special, and it's very, very beautiful, and people do look up to you, and they do admire that about you, about your friendliness. See, is there anything else? It could be that you're very, with the embrace the spirit, you could be very in touch with your ancestors or something, for some of you. And I feel like with the I will surrender, with this angel, the arm around this girl, very much you're the kind of the person that will protect people. You're very much like, if you see somebody that's struggling, you'll kind of wrap your arms around them and help them to get through whatever trials they're going through. You're a very giving person, very friendly. Anyways, I hope that this resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. I love you all so much. Okay, bye. Alright, Virgos, if you are a Virgo or have a Virgo moon, this message is for you. Let's see what makes you special. Alright, first off, we have the Page of Athens. Second card we have is the Page of Pentacles. And the third card we have is the Four of Pentacles. Alright, and then for your Power of Love card, we have Trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we have Be Patient. And then for your Find Your Light card, we have I Will Hope. Alright, I get very youthful energy right off the bat from you guys. So that definitely makes you special. For some of you, it makes you very special in that way. Alright, so let's begin with the Page of Athens. So, this one tells me that you're very assertive, and you're able to achieve your goals very well. You're an independent thinker, and you're very knowledgeable in whatever it is that you study or do. And you almost like to test other people's skills, and test your own skills as well. I've definitely seen some Virgos that I know in that card. Anyways, let's go to the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So, you're very practical, and you are also you're a great student. You're very good at learning, and you are willing to learn, and you often do seek knowledge. You're wanting to learn more about something. You're very, what's the word? Curious. Like you want to be able to expand and explore the new and different things, and maybe possibly, new
relationships or partnerships. You're very curious. And then the Four of Pentacles. This represents like home and security. You're very good with money and making financial decisions, but you're also somewhat socially shy. You see this person like literally creeping through the window. I feel like that's you in like social situations. Like you're like, I don't know if I want to. Okay, I guess so. Because you're very suspicious of other people's motives. And there's almost like a feeling of insecurity. I'm not sure where that insecurity may be coming from, but you have just a little bit of insecurity, and I think it is because possibly you're just not very trusting of other people and their motives. You kind of question, you're like, oh my gosh, they got me flowers, but why did they get me flowers? What do they want from me? Sort of a deal. And then we do have, on the other side, we have trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. So you very much trust your intuition over other people. Like, somebody could be telling you that the sky is blue, but you're like, oh, no, I feel like in my heart, it's definitely gray today. And, you know, I feel like you're very strong intuitively, and you trust your own heart more than other people. Just particularly with the Four of Pentacles and the trust card, it's kind of funny. But it makes sense. At least to me, it makes sense. That would make sense to you. Anyways, and then for your Messenger Oracle, we have be patient. So for some of you, you may be a little bit impatient. Like for things to happen, or you may be impatient with other people that are still learning as well. I find it funny whenever the be patient card comes up, because nobody likes to hear to be patient, you know. And then we have, for your Find Your Light, we have I Will Hope. Now, this tells me that you're definitely very much filled with curiosity. We had curiosity coming up before. You like to learn. You hope for the good in people, but you do question their motives, like hardcore. It just totally reminded me of Virgos that I know. For some reason, I've had a lot of Virgo friends lately, so it's interesting that all of this is like coming to light perfectly, describing most of the Virgos that I know. But yeah, overall, what I'm seeing here, what makes you special, is that you're very in touch with yourself, and I want to say your third eye, being able to see beyond the BS sometimes, but you do need to be patient with people. But definitely, again, there's a lot of different things that make you special. You have a very childish mentality. Like you see some goodness in some things, and you're very curious and you're willing to learn. You're very ready to take charge and ready to get things done and get them done right. You're very, very, very independent thinker. People aren't going to tell you how to feel about a situation. You're going to listen to your heart and feel it for yourself. And that's what makes you so special. Alright, I hope you guys really resonated with this reading. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. I love you all so much. Okay, bye. Alright, Libra. If you are a Libra or a Libra moon, these messages are for you and what makes you special. Alright, so first card we have is the Nine of Chalices. Second card is the Ace of Athmas. And third card is the Ace of Chalices.
And then for your Power of Love card, we have friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. And I got 2 Messenger Oracle cards for you. The first one is See the Truth. And then the second one is Embrace the Dark. And then for your Find Your Light card, we got I Feel Brave. Alright, so what makes you special? Let's see. Sorry about the glare. If there's glare, there is a little bit of glare. Sorry about that. Alright, so 9 of Chalices. So, this one is about wishes being granted, being very successful, fulfillments of dreams, and happy futures. So I see you're able to get things done, and you are able to make your dreams come true. Or it could not even be just your dreams. It could be your, people around you's dreams come true. You know what I just noticed about this is that her face is reflecting onto the ball right there. I don't know if you can see it. I never noticed that before until now. So you're able to self-reflect too, which I think that helps you to be able to make these changes and make dreams come true, sort of a deal. You're able to reflect. And then, oh my gosh, you're able to see what you need to do to get your dreams fulfilled. Anyways, Ace of Athmas. So, this one represents, again, being very victorious, being able to obtain goals, having the mental agility and strength to go forward with your dreams or with tasks or goals. Did I say goals? I don't know. Anyways, Ace of Chalices. This one is about, having a lot of love, abundance of joy, being very positive, very satisfied. So I mean, you just have a lot of positive energy. Like, I feel like you're a very positive person. You're able to turn things around and make them work for the good and better. And almost poetically, the friendliness card came out for your Power of Love card. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. So you're able to relate to other people, just like the Libra symbol with the balancing of scales. You're able to balance out very well with other people to make things work. So you're very friendly. And then for your Messenger Oracle, Seek the Truth and Embrace the Darkness. Now at first these both popped out together and I was kind of like, I don't know, but then I was like, you know what, they came out for a reason, and I'm pretty sure it's because it's a balance. You do embrace the dark side some. You see the good in people, that you see the truth. You see the true intentions of people. You're able, again, you balance everything out very well. You're able to discern what is true and what is not. And you're able to embrace the darker side of life with the friendliness. Like, the person could have, I don't know, they could be dressed completely different from what you're used to being around, but you're the one over there that is being their friend. And it's because you feel brave. You're a very brave person. A lot of people look up to that about you. You're very fearless. Like, you're the type that's gonna go out there and get it done. That's sort of like a magical little quality about you, is you'll be the first one to raise your hand to do something new. And if that's not you, then you're definitely willing to try it at least. But yeah, overall, gosh, Libras just seem very balanced. That's what I'm seeing. That's what makes you special, is you're able to see the good and the bad in every situation, and more often than not, you see the good in people, and it's beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful, unique trait to have, because not a lot of people see beauty in dark places, but you see the beauty in dark places. And that's definitely very, very special. But yeah. Anyways, I hope that this reading resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. And I love you all so much. Okay, bye. Alright, Scorpios. If you are a Scorpio or have a Scorpio moon, this message is for you and what makes you special. Let's take a look. Alright, so the first card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. Second card we have is the Knight of Asmus. And the third card we have is the Seven of Pentacles. And then for your Power of Love card, we have Willingness. You're able to compromise if the end result is love. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we got Seek Your Destiny. And for your Find Your Light, we have I Feel Alone. Alright. Scorpios, you're very complex people. That is for sure. I mean that in a loving way. Alright, so Ten of Pentacles. So this card usually represents like family and successful lineages and a very fruitful marriage. So that could be something that you kind of always strive for. You're very family oriented. If anybody crosses your family, like, you're gonna be the first one that's like, nope, like, you're going down. That's kind of what I'm feeling from that card. Especially with the Knight of Asmus. This is a very self-assured, very bold, and really ready to take charge. Very aggressive energy. Very brave. So definitely, if people cross your family, you're like, all right, who's gonna get cut? Sort of a deal. It's kind of funny. Well, it's not funny. It's actually really very admirable. I do really admire that about you. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Now this represents like, I want to say for you guys that you are very focused, and you know that your hard work will eventually pay off. But you are a little bit impatient for, you know, the reward and things to come from that hard work. That's what I'm seeing. So we have you, you know, being a very family-oriented person, but I also see you're a little bit impatient. Maybe if you are single, you're a little impatient to get started to having a family. Anyways, we have Willingness for your Power of Love card. You are able to compromise if the end result is love. So that's a very beautiful trait, because I feel like, again, there's this just wanting to find this true love, this true connection. And you're willing to put things on the line for that. And then for Seek Your Destiny, I feel like for some of you, you're not really sure where you belong. And that kind of goes along with the I Feel Alone card. You feel misunderstood more often than not. Like, you may see yourself as a fairy, like you see yourself one way, seen as a fairy, but really you're a mermaid with a mermaid tail. I feel like you want people to understand you, but you have such this mysterious little side to you that nobody will ever truly fully understand you. And
That's just how it is with you. But overall, what I'm seeing that makes you special is that you have this willingness to make things happen, to make things come true. You're willing to seek different ventures, different routes. You're very family oriented, and you're very much like, nobody messes with my family, or else they're gonna get this little asmus right here, this little dagger, sort of a deal. But you are a little bit impatient, but you are willing to make compromises if you know that it will eventually bring you that at least somewhat sort of happiness that you are hoping for. Because you're seeking fulfillment overall, but you're so mysterious that it's going to be hard to truly I don't want to say make you happy, but for you to truly feel understood. Because I feel like you're very, very closed. You're very secretive. There's things that you will never reveal to people. But for love, you definitely are willing to open up some. And that's very beautiful about you. And yeah, again, just to reiterate, what makes you special is you being very much a family person and willing to do just about anything to protect your family and to keep them safe. Yeah, I hope that this message resonated with at least one of you, if not all of you. And I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, day, night, whenever it is that you watch this. Alright, love you all so much. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye! Alright, Sagittarius, if you're a Sagittarius or have a Sagittarius moon, this message is for you. Alright, what makes you special? Let's get into it. So first we have the King of Pentacles. And then the second card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. And the third card we have is the Page of Asmus. And then for your Power of Love cards, we have Spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of mind and freely... Oh my gosh. You move beyond the constraints of mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. And then for your Messenger Oracle, we have Reveal Your Truth. And then for your Find Your Light card, we have I Feel Brave. Alright, so let's get into this with the King of Pentacles. Now this represents you being I see you being a very generous and very steadfast, very powerful, sort of a leader. You usually take leadership roles and you're able to meet challenges. So, you know, very, very good qualities of a leader, generous, steadfast, like you're able to keep with it, being a leader. You don't really tire from it, you kind of embrace it. And then with the Eight of Pentacles, it tells me that, you know, whatever work that you do, you generally do enjoy it. You're very, very talented and you're very skillful in your trade, and you are almost like an expert in it. And then the Page, the Page of Asmus, I see you as being a very, very individual thinking type of person. You're very knowledgeable, again, in whatever your field of study is. I see you almost as being like an expert in knowing things and knowing yourself.
And you have spontaneity for your power of love card. So you move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. So like a good leader, you're able to see both sides of the picture and make those spontaneous decisions that need to be made. And then reveal your truth. I kind of see this as you're kind of afraid to love, maybe for some of you. It takes you a little bit to get to that point where you're ready to show your heart. And I feel like you love more with your head rather than your heart. For some of you. You kind of keep this mask on. And the I feel brave card, you are definitely very much a brave person. People flutter around you like these butterflies. And again, the heart on the head, you guys really, love with your head and not your heart. That's interesting that came up from those two cards. So that tells me you're like a very logical kind of lover. But you're very brave. You're a brave, fearless kind of leader, and you're able to make those spontaneous and the moment decisions. And I feel like there's something that you're very passionate about, whether it be work related or art or maybe a relationship. You very much enjoy it. It could be just anything, any aspect in life. If you find something that you enjoy, you really do embrace it and kind of go for full force with it. With the page of Asmus, being very knowledgeable in that. But yeah, I really see you. What makes you special is you being just a very generous leader. Like, you want to share the skills that you have with other people. You want them to learn. You want them to be able to be as cool as you are, sort of a deal. And you're able to love, but I feel like, when you do decide to love someone, it's kind of like very spontaneous. It's like, all right, I love this person. And it comes out of nowhere, sort of a deal, with the revealing the truth, or reveal your truth. But I do feel like you are hesitant to open up to people sometimes with reveal your truth as well. Let's see, do I see anything else? No, but I mean, overall, what I'm seeing that makes you special, again, to just reiterate, I probably already reiterated before, but you are a very strong and powerful, you're almost like a teacher. You're a very good teacher, and you want other people to see what you see and see it in the way that you see it and get it done in the way that you get it done. You're a very good teacher, and people do admire that about you. I do feel. Overall, you're just a very good, hardworking person, and I feel like that makes you very special. Anyways, I hope that this message related to at least one of you, if not all of you, and I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful morning, night, day, whenever. I love you all so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.